Hello. In this video, you will learn more about the rights and duties of asylum seekers and persons recognized as refugees in Brazil. Your country is going through a situation of massive violations of human rights as war, armed conflicts, or external attack, and you don't feel protected there? Or did you have to leave your country of origin because you suffered persecution? And this persecution was because of your race, religion, nationality, belonging to a social group, or political opinion? If you return to your country of origin, persecution can continue and your life or your physical integrity are at risk. Then you can ask for international protection and be recognized as a refugee in Brazil. I work in the Public Defender's Office of the Union, and I am here to help you. To apply for refugee status in Brazil, you will need to register with the CONARE's digital platform. This platform is called SysConare. There, you must fill in a form with your personal data. Write your own story with every possible details. And enter your email, home address, and phone number, and know that this whole process is free of charge. After completing the form, you need to go to the federal police to complete your application. Please note, until you go to the federal police to conclude the application, you will not be considered as an asylum seeker. There, you will be registered and will receive the refugee protocol, the identification document for asylum seekers in Brazil. The protocol is printed on a sheet paper and you can laminate it. You should also request the DPRNM, Provisional Document of National Migratory Register. It is very important to request both documents. One does not replace the other. From that moment, you become an asylum seeker. This gives you rights and duties as any resident in Brazil. Your rights are: you cannot be deported. As an asylum seeker, you will not be penalized for having entered the country irregularly. You will be able to apply for your natural persons registry. You can apply for your digital work card. You can open a bank account if you comply with requirements of the chosen financial institution. You will have the right to free public education and access to SUS, the free and public health system of Brazil. You will be entitled to access CRAS, a social welfare service, free of charge. You will also have access to Social Security, provided that you contribute to it. Realize that public health, public education, and social assistance are free of charge. For Social Security, you will only have access to it if you contribute monthly. Finally, you will also be able to move freely through the Brazilian territory and may change city and state. As an asylum seeker, you also have duties that should be respected. Renew your refugee protocol annually. If you also have a DPRNM, it will be automatically renewed together with the protocol. This document is valid for 1 year and needs to be renewed in the federal police within 6 months after that date. If it is not renewed, your asylum application will be closed without CONARE's examination and you will be irregular in Brazil. For more information on the renewal process, consult the website of the Federal Police. Log into SysConare at least once a month to see the notifications. Keep your personal data updated in SysConare at all times, especially when changing telephone number or address. If you have to miss the first interview scheduled, let the CONARE know. If you need to travel abroad while you're still an asylum seeker, notify CONARE 60 days in advance and wait for a reply. Failure to comply with these duties may result in the archiving of your application, and your migratory situation will then be ruled by the immigration law. Furthermore, your application will be paralyzed and will leave the analysis queue. The next step is the eligibility interview with a CONADI representative. At this point, you should explain in detail the reasons why you left your country of origin. Watch the video with guidance on the interview and find about the step-by-step. Access it on our pages. Who decides on the recognition of your refugee status is the CONADI, a collegiate body formed by the government representatives and non-governmental organizations. After that decision, asylum seekers receive a notification of whether they have been recognized or not recognized as refugees. People recognized as refugees must schedule a meeting at the federal police of their region to exchange the protocol and the PRNM by the CRNM, the National Migratory Register. People who are not recognized as refugees have 15 days to appeal to the Ministry of Justice. The appeal must be presented to the federal police. During the assessment of the appeal, it will be allowed for the asylum seeker and the family members who are included in his or her application to remain in the national territory. As a refugee, you continue to have the same rights as the one of an asylum seeker and some more. These new rights are: you will have a residence permit in Brazil for an indefinite period of time. When traveling abroad, you may return to Brazil without the need for an entry visa. It will be possible to issue a yellow passport for foreigners. Some family members who are in Brazil may be entitled to extend the effects of your refugee status. To family members who are outside, you will be able to manifest willingness to issue visas for family reunion, facilitating their entry into the country. In some situations, you will have flexibility not to present documents from your country of origin. After 4 years, you can ask for naturalization and become a Brazilian citizen. You'll have to fulfill some duties as well. They are: renew your CRNM whenever you are close to the expiry date. Keep your contact details updated with the federal police and with CONADI. Request travel authorization from CONADI when traveling to your home country or traveling to any country for more than 12 months or using the passport from your country of origin. And attention, if you do not ask for the authorization from CONADI in one of these 3 situations, you run the risk of losing your status as a refugee. Should you have any questions on any of the steps in the process, do not hesitate. Contact the General Coordination of CONADI or look for the DPU in your region. We will be here to help you.